Good morning. Welcome to Yoga with Gary. It's a beautiful morning. This is a joint freeing series that helps us to stretch out for the morning, to awaken for our day, to open all of our joints, and to stretch our muscles and tendons, all of our connective tissues. So we sit tall, nice comfortable seated pose, clearing the sitting bones, hands to heart center. Move out to the side with the arms, nice and long with the arms. Begin to stretch and lengthen. Exhale, hands to the heart, rising up to the sky. Let the elbows come down by the rib cage. Good morning, namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. This beautiful day. Open, out and down. Hands extend, out and down. Reach and lengthen. Chin to the chest. Rising up with the chin. Taking the chin up to the sky. Engage the locks, the base of the hip. Root lock, core lock, and the throat lock as we move into this practice. Sitting really tall with the shoulders back and down, elongating through the spine. Chin lowers back down to neutral and rotate the chin to the right side. And then move the chin back to center, moving freely and easily, going really slow with the movements. Once more to center and to the right side with the chin. And back to center and to the left side, moving to the left. Coming back to center, hands on top of the thigh. Bring the hands around to the shin, rounding into the cat stretch. Inhale as we lift and moving freely. Go ahead and rock the hip, rocking, releasing, letting go of any tightness, any tension. The hands can work around the shin or on the top of the thigh. Elbows can pull down towards the floor. As we move freely, the eyes can close softly. Bring ourselves into this place, into this space, into this present moment. Nice. Breathing, feeling, listening to our bodies. Letting go of expectations, competition, any judgment this day. And always being fully present throughout the practice. Go ahead and take and extend the legs. Nice and long with the legs. Bring the right knee in and the left knee in. Go ahead and take the right leg in, bring the hands up underneath the hamstrings or around the shin. Draw that knee up and plant the foot. Nice. And then lift the left leg, just a little lift, and push and lengthen through the heel as we lower all the way down, pulling up really tall. Nice. And extend and release. The other side. Left leg comes in, drawing it up and in. And ease the right leg up and down. Nice. And extend. Bottom feet come together, knees wide. Lift up really tall, take a bow. Some tightness in the hip girdle, maybe in the lower part of the back. Let's try to release that tightness. And go ahead and come back up. We're going to extend the legs once more. Bring the right leg in and circle the ankle. One direction, then the other. Push and lengthen with the right leg and lift with the toe. Point the toe, flex the foot, bring it in, and lower down. And the other side. Left leg comes in. Catch up underneath the hamstrings or around the shin. Go ahead and lengthen and extend. Push and lengthen, point and circle. Round and around, go really slow. And then point and flex and draw it back in. Nice. And there we go. Take the right leg back in. Circle once again. Point and reach, point and flex. And the other side, draw the left leg in, circle. Both directions, push and lengthen, lift and reach, point and extend. Both legs lower down, shake those legs out. Push really tall. using a blanket or block up underneath the hips if we need to get really long through the spine, shoulders pulling back and down. Take the arms out to a T once again. Bring the hands up underneath the chin and pull the elbows out and the shoulder blades in. Get that long stretch with the arms. Hands come down, reaching down, chin to the chest. And then bring the chin back up and catch the ankles as we draw the knees in and open and take a bow. Once again, trying to release through the hip girdle and through the back. Go ahead and take the legs out this time and do a little windshield wiper with those legs, kind of working the leg and the movement all the way up into the hip socket. We can take the right foot in and out, rotate in and out, a little bit of an angle on the leg, and bring it to the center and do the other side. Go ahead and curl the toes into a tight little ball. Take the hands and make a ball with the hands as well. Open with the hands and the toes and close. Open and close. Nice. And then circle the wrist. One direction and then the other, like egg beaters. We can still play with the feet. Point and flex, alternating. Hands up underneath the chin. Elbows pull out, shoulder blades pull in, reach and lengthen. Once again, take a reach back and ease forward into a forward fold with the legs extended forward. Slide the hands outside the thigh, down the thigh and down to the shin. Reaching for the shin. Feeling the stretch, allowing the release, giving ourselves permission to stretch out, relax and release, letting go of any tightness, any tension as we move with the flow. And we go ahead and come back up to neutral table, swinging over to one side, using the knees up underneath the hips and the hands up underneath the shoulders, and go ahead and swing the hips from side to side. And a big circle with the hip down and around. And come forward with an inhale and try the other direction. Just stretching out the hips. Pull back with the hips, long with the arms, reaching long with the arms, extending, actively stretching. Coming up with an inhale, right arm comes out and up underneath the body and swing into a thread the needle. Just a release with a twist. Pulling back with the hips. Finding the other side, left arm out, up underneath the body, easing down, pulling back and down. Stretch and lengthen with the right arm. Send the left arm through. Once again, find neutral table. Pull back into a child's pose and stretch once more. Big long stretch. The forehead can come down, maybe touch the mat. Hands can swing back by the feet, releasing out and down with the shoulders. And take those arms back into position as we lift the neutral table. Thread the needle once more. Right arm out, up underneath the body, swinging through. Side of the head comes down, left arm extends. Pull back with the hips. Wonderful stretch. Coming back to center with the hands. reposition. Left arm out, feeding it out and under, through. Right arm forward, reaching forward. And then bring that hand back in and unthread that needle. Once more with a swing of the hips, moving into big circles. Finding the other direction. Coming back to center and swinging the other direction. Stretching out the triceps, we pull back into the child's pose. Let the elbows drop in, right up underneath the shoulders. Pull back with the hips. Bring the palms of the hands together. Lower the forehead towards the mat if it'll go. And then take the hands between the shoulder blades and then walk those elbows out. As we pull out through the arm, triceps stretch up through the shoulder, up into the front of the chest and the pectoral muscles. And ease back up, releasing back up. We can come to Vajrasana or use a block up underneath the hip. If this is available to us, we can come all the way down or use a block to support the hip or come all the way down. Nice. Coming up with an inhale into camel pose, we push the hip forward. Go ahead and take the hands around the back of the top of the iliac crest, top of the hip, and push the hip forward and lift with the heart. Take a lift with the heart and reach with the chin. Take a little lift up, really lifting and lengthening through the spine. Feel the hip begin to stretch as the hips push forward, opening the hips a little farther with the reach of the heart and a little lift with the chin. The hands can extend back. We can reach up towards the sun like we're holding the sun and find the heels if we choose, reaching back, lengthening back. Nice. And the arms can come back up and we can come back to neutral table, finding our neutral table, curling the toes up under and lift the hips up and back into downward facing dog, softening the knees as we choose, walking those dogs. And take that nice downward facing dog walk and take a step forward. Right foot comes back, stepping forward. Left foot follows one more step and lift up towards the sky. Hands to heart center. And lift the knees, height of the hips, working to open the hips.